Welcome to my channel, DJOMEGAMVP. I'm going to go right to it. We're going to see the JD Vance press conference from the White House. Let's get to it.
Good afternoon, everybody.
We got this bitch first.
Let me be clear. President Trump and his entire administration stand fully behind the heroic men and women of ICE and will always uphold law and order in the United States of America. The deadly incident that took place in Minnesota yesterday occurred as a result of a larger, sinister, left-wing movement that has spread across our country, where our brave men and women of federal law enforcement are under organized attack.
Organized attack? From who? Who are we attacking? Who is organizing this shit? Like, come on. Like, come on. You are the one organized attacking the American people. ICE is a terrorist group. You know? These people are like bottom of the barrel, stupid, untrained clowns. And here you are attacking us. No, we are attacking nobody. We are attacking nobody. Jesus Christ. The fascists in this administration is just insane. Oof. Like, how this improves anything, how this improves improve the American life. Gaslighting the shit out of us with this bullshit all the time. Like, don't believe your eyes. Don't believe your eyes. Don't believe your eyes.
Good afternoon, everybody. President. The Trump administration will redouble our efforts to get the worst of the worst, criminal, illegal alien, killers, rapists, and pedophiles off of American streets.
Well, if you want to take the pedophiles out of the United States, just release the Epstein files. Or don't move clean Maxwell from a top prison to Cancun prison. We have the pedophile in the White House right now. Can we get him out of here? Can we get Bill Clinton out of here? Can we get Bill Gates out of here? Can we get those pedophiles out of here? No, not those billionaires. Let's take the poor ones, right? The criminals. The lady selling hot dogs in the corner. The lady selling flowers in the corner. Let's take those people, right? Let's take those bad people, right? Clown.
The Department of Homeland Security will continue to operate on the ground in Minnesota, not only to remove criminal illegal aliens, but also to continue conducting door-to-door investigations.
You hear that? Door-to-door investigations. Meaning. Now, ICE can go to houses, knock on their door, no warrants needed, and just kidnap people. That's what's going to happen now in Minnesota. Just listen. They're going to go knocking on doors, no warrants, to conduct investigations. Wow.
Rampant fraud that has taken place in the state under the failed and corrupt leadership of Democrat Governor Tim Walz.
Yo, they are going hard on Tim Walz, yo. Like, I feel really, really bad about Tim Walz. Like, he's getting it. Like, these people know that he's a threat. Like, on the elections, they know Tim Walz is a threat. It's a threat to becoming president. That's why they are destroying Minnesota. That's why they are bashing Tim Walz all the time now. Wow, this is sad, people. This is really, really sad.
Taxpayers have been ripped off to the tune of billions of dollars in this one state alone.
And Donald Trump pardon a fraudster who defrauded people from $1.6 billion. So don't give me that bullshit. They are defrauding this, defrauding that. Fraud is fraud, right? But Trump can pardon his billionaire friends because they pay him $1 million for each pardon, and that's fine. The white dude who defrauded Americans for $1.6 billion is free right now. Senator Rick Scott from Florida, he had the biggest healthcare fraud in the history of the United States. And you don't hear shit about that. You don't hear Florida people saying shit about that. But fraud from Somalians is just a huge deal for MAGA. Okay.
Let me
investigatory authority to a number of the instances of wrongdoing that we've seen in Minneapolis. But we also want to expand this. We know that the fraud isn't just happening in Minneapolis, it's also happening in states like Ohio. It's happening in states like California. And so what we're doing...
This asshole right now is saying, this is what he's saying. Minnesota has fraud. Okay? Ohio. Why Ohio? Why? You might say. Because his stepbrother was running for government for, I think, the Senate seat or Senate or Congress seat for the state. And he lost. He lost bigly. And now Ohio is getting the wrath of the administration now. These people are like petty bitches. That's what they are, petty bitches. Because his stepbrother, because JD Vance's stepbrother lost the election in Ohio, now Ohio is already a fraud state. Incredible.
In order to help coordinate this remarkable interagency effort from the Trump administration, but also to make sure that we prosecute the bad guys and do it as swiftly and efficiently as possible, is we are creating a new Assistant Attorney General position who will have nationwide jurisdiction over the issue of fraud. Now, of course, that person's efforts will start and focus primarily in Minnesota, but it is going to be a nationwide effort because, unfortunately, the American people have been defrauded in a very nationwide way.
Like I said before, Trump pardoned a MAGA moron who stole money from, defrauded people from $1.6 billion. And this guy got a pardon from Trump. So this hypocrisy is just insane. Insane. The hypocrisy from this buche de oro eyeliner bitch, JD Vance. Like, come on, people. Look at this. Just pay attention. Pay attention.
About what happened in Minneapolis. And this is the headline. I'm just going to read it. Outrage after ICE officer kills U.S. citizen in Minneapolis. Well, that's one way to put it. And that is the way that many people in the corporate media have put this attack over the last 24 hours. And I say attack very, very intentionally. Because this was an attack on federal law enforcement, this was an attack on law and order, this was an attack on the American people. The way that the media, by and large, has reported this story has been an absolute disgrace, and it puts our law enforcement officers at risk every single day. What that headline leaves out is the fact that that very ICE officer nearly had his life ended.
Oh, are you mad, JD Vance? I see you mad. I see you mad. Okay, I see you mad. Calm down, buddy. Calm the fuck down. You eyeliner bitch. Calm down, bro. Like, where were you? Where were you for like the last 2 weeks? Now you want to come and be all macho man, like all mad about it. No, nigga, shut the fuck up. Like we don't care about you right now. You just a pawn, bro. We don't care about you, dog. And you being like fake mad, it's not gonna work either. Because that lady got murdered in cold, literally in cold blood in her own neighborhood. And here you are defending the killer and not the American person, the victim. That's where you stand. I know you stand with the law enforcement and not the American people. That's just who you are, bro.
Dragged by a car.
Dragged by a car? He wasn't dragged by a car, bro. He was just walking, bro. After he shot her, he just was walking, bro. He got in his SUV and drove away. By just getting away from the crime scene, it's a crime, bro. Come on, JD Vance. Stop being a bitch.
Months ago, 33 stitches in his leg. So you think maybe he's a little bit sensitive about somebody ramming him with an automobile? What that headline leaves out is that that woman was there to interfere with a legitimate law enforcement operation in the United States of America. What that headline leaves out is that that woman has, as part of a broader...
That woman had a name. Her name was Renee. Good. That was her name, JD Vance. Say her name. Renee Good. It's not that woman, you fucking asshole. She got murdered, bro. Have some empathy. Have some compassion for the victim. Jesus Christ.
About this attack. She was trying to ram this guy with her car. He shot back. He defended himself. He's already been seriously wounded in law enforcement operations before, and everybody who's been repeating the lie that this is some innocent woman who was out for a drive in Minneapolis when a law enforcement officer shot at her, you should be ashamed of yourself.
No. The person that should be ashamed is you. The person who should be ashamed is you, JD Vance. Not the dead victim, bro. You're bashing the dead, bro. Like, if you have untrained Gestapo, police, Nazis working, what do you think is gonna happen? These people are untrained, unprofessional, idiots, uneducated. They can barely pass a citizenship test in this country. Those assholes don't deserve empathy, don't deserve compassion, because they are domestic terrorists, dog. You see that? You saw that? You saw that? Look at that. Look at his face. Look at his face. Look. Oh, these people. Look at that. Look at that. Again. Look. Oh. This guy is an asshole.
Look, Tim Walz is a joke. His entire administration has been a joke. The idea that he's some sort of freedom fighter, he's not. He's a guy who has enabled fraud and maybe, in fact, has participated in fraud. That's what this new assistant attorney general position is going to find out.
This whole thing is just projecting. Let's do this. Let's fix it. The Trump administration is a joke. His entire administration has been a joke. The idea that Trump is some sort of freedom fighter, Trump is not. He's a guy who's enabled fraud, and maybe, in fact, participated in fraud. This is why this new assistant position is not going to find out, because all the fraud is committed by the Trump administration. The $400 million plane, the cryptocurrencies, the drones, the oil from Venezuela, the tariffs, everything is corrupt in this administration right now. So this asshole is just projecting. This is called projecting everything that they are doing on us. On us. Like, they are corrupt. They want to project that Tim Walz is corrupt. Donald Trump is stealing from companies. They want to say Joe Biden was stealing from companies. It's all a projection. Whatever I do, I bet they did it too. Oh, those getting fat too. You got fat cheeks. Fucking clown.
Look, first of all, of course, nobody wants an American citizen to be killed. This is absolutely a tragedy, but it's a tragedy of the making of the far left. They have radicalized a very small segment of the population.
Bro. You just emphasize, and you took the killer's side. You know you want to see anything happen. The Donald Trump administration gave these people full immunity to do whatever they want. If a police officer, regular town city police officer, did that, that person will be relieved from his duty, full investigation. But no, the ICE police officers get full immunity to do whatever they want, no investigation. They can go home and be with the families and then come back in a week. That's what you are telling me, bro. That you don't care. You want to say that you care, but you don't care because you're already blaming the freaking left for everything. Blame the left. The MAGA administration kills people. Blame the left. The Trump administration steals money from tariffs. Blame the left. Like, take accountability for your own actions. Just please hold yourself accountable for once. Jesus Christ.
Is make it easier for the American People's Administration to enforce the American People's law. And that means that Democrats have to stop rallying the mob against legitimate law enforcement operations. And that means that we are going to get tougher. And that's what this AAG position is about. We're going to get tougher at the people who are defrauding the United States by inciting violence against our law enforcement.
So wait. So how would this make sense? So Democrats need to stop rallying the mob against legitimate law enforcement operations. But then you say they're coming for fraud, they're coming from bad people. So what are you even doing, bro? So why do we have the police? If this is your new law enforcement police, Gestapo, Nazis, like, that's not gonna work, bro. They can't have immunity to kill people, like you insinuating here. Like, they can do whatever they want. No, that's not gonna happen, bro. Nah, it's incredible that we are allowing this to happen to this country, that we are allowing this administration to do whatever they want, eliminate, unalive anybody they want, full immunity, nothing, no consequences, nothing. And this is fine for them. This is just chef's kiss. This is Stephen Miller wet dream. Kill Americans that they don't like. The enemy from within are people that they don't like. Those people, they either wanted to send them to Venezuela, to El Salvador, to Ghana, to Congo, to Guantanamo, or killed. They don't want any resistance to this administration. Dictatorships don't accept people going against them. Dictators are dictators because they don't like people to be against them. And when you go against them, what happens? Either you get put to the side or get put away. And that's how the Trump administration is running this country right now.
Suggested that this woman who was killed, Renee Good, is part of a broader left-wing network. Who do you think is behind this broader left-wing network?
Well, it's one of the things we're going to have to figure out, but here's the way that I put it. When some
Who is it? Nobody. Nobody's behind this. I'm surprised he didn't say George Soros. I was surprised he didn't say it. So he accused the victim of being in a large left-wing network of domestic terrorists, and then he's here with his face looking like a clown here. Look at the eyeliner in this bitch. He said he doesn't know who are they. Like, they're gonna figure it out as they go. Like, it's gonna come from dust. The people, the left wing network. That's a new thing now. That's a new word they're gonna be using. Left wing network. Because they can't say George Soros. They can't say that name because they use it so much that is irrelevant right now. But they don't know. They accuse people. They accuse everybody. They accuse everybody of being terrorists. And then when you ask him why you call them terrorists, it's like, well, we don't know. We figure it out down the road. Right now, it is what it is. Take our word for it. Incredible. Can you imagine Trump answering these questions?
Well, first of all, the Department of Justice
I don't.
investigate this. The Department of Homeland Security is already investigating this. But the simple fact is, what you see is what you get in this case. You have a woman who is trying to obstruct a legitimate law enforcement operation. Nobody debates that. You have a woman who aimed her car at a law enforcement officer and pressed on the accelerator. Nobody debates that. I can believe that her death is a tragedy, while also recognizing that it's a tragedy of her own making and a tragedy of the far left who is marched.
So he's blaming the victim again, blaming the left wing, blaming everything on us, blaming everything on liberals. Like, the dude killed her, bro. That dude was trigger happy. The video is right there. Hopefully, in the end of the video, I can go back and show you the video, show you everything about the video. I'll probably do another video on it. But blaming everything on liberals, on left wing, on the victim is just such a bitch ass move, bro. It's just a bitch move. yeah, the officer didn't deserve whatever he got, but he shot her first. He didn't have empathy. He just shot her, and then shot her two more times, bro. Jesus, man, these people have no control, no empathy. Let's continue. Let's refresh. Follow me, like, comment, share. This is my new channel, DJ Omega MVP. I'm gonna do this every other day or every day. I'm gonna go in on X and go through the events of the day, give you my opinions, and just that's it. Okay. So follow, hit like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. See, let's go down a little bit where we left off. Where we left off. This here. Okay, we saw this. We saw this one right here.
About this is, look, of dignity and respect, and the fact that they're not is why incidents like yesterday happened. The one final point I'll make about this is, look, there's a part of me that feels very, very sad for this woman, not just because she lost her life, but because I think she is a victim of left-wing ideology. What young mother shows up and decides they're going to throw their car in front of ICE officers who are enforcing legitimate law? You've got to be a little brainwashed to get to that point to where you're willing not just to protest, that's fine, not peaceful.
Yeah, it's like they are worse by every comment. It's like they call her a terrorist. They say that she deserved to die. Now he's calling her brainwash because she have left-wing ideology. Like, dude, she was a mother. That's abuse. What that police officer, not a police officer, yeah, Gestapo officer, Nazi, did to her was an assassination, cold-blooded assassination. But they can come to themselves with some heart and say, hey, what that officer did is horrible, and we're gonna suspend him or put him on workers' leave, whatever. No, it just attack the victim, attack Democrats, attack, blame. Like, this administration doesn't hold themselves accountable for nothing. Nothing, not a single thing. She was a mom who had dropped her kids at school. He was driving home. Like that's the shit that they don't see to have compassion or empathy. Like, that young lady, that girl today, I bet was asking, where's mom? Like, where's mom? Like, I feel bad with my 3-year-old, and I'm here home with her, and she asked me, where is mom? I feel bad when she asked me about that. And I know she's working. She's coming home in an hour. So just imagine now that little girl asking the grandma, maybe the dad, I don't know what the situation is, asking the dad, where's mom? And that dad had to say to her, she's not coming home. And this asshole right here is saying that the killer is at home with his family, his kids chilling. This administration is sad. The Trump administration has no brakes pedal, all acceleration. They may play well with their increasingly radicalized base, but is toxic to the majority of the country that wants government to act responsibly. That's it. That's true. The rest, like the 30% that likes MAGA and Trump, love this. They couldn't care less about Americans. They couldn't care less about their fellow citizen. That 30%. But the rest of America hate this shit. Like they hate it. But that's where they're going. The 70%. They would rather eliminate that 70% of Americans and keep the 30% of the MAGA morons. And they can keep in power. They can stay in power, govern with power, and do whatever they want to the United States. That is true. And that is happening right now. So let's see if we have one more. We're going to end this soon. Let's see. Watch this one.
Even what really was the target of the operation on Wednesday? Of the ICE operation on Wednesday?
Well, first of all, it was a legitimate law enforcement operation. We were going door to door to try to find criminal illegal aliens and deport them from the United States of America, because if you come to our country illegally in violation of our immigration laws, then we have the mandate, and in fact we have the
So there you go.
legal duty to enforce those immigration laws. Whether he's been placed on administrative leave, I don't know the answer to that question. I'd refer it to the Department of Homeland Security.
I'm going to share. I told you earlier.
I will say, look,
they don't
appreciate
know where this guy is. They don't even know who this guy is. They don't know.
He has been hit twice by a motor vehicle. One time, the first time, it led to over 30 stitches and very serious injuries to his legs. This is a guy who's actually done a very, very important job for the United States of America. He's been assaulted, he's been attacked, he's been injured because of it. He deserves a debt of gratitude, and I think the media prejudging and talking about this guy as if he's a murderer is one of the most disgraceful.
I got a prediction. Whoever this officer is, he will get a medal of honor from Trump. Just to rub it more. Watch. He will get a medal of honor. DHS is gonna invent one. Something's gonna happen. Some big event is gonna happen, and he's gonna get one. Watch. And I'm not gonna pray for him. I'm not praying for him at all. He doesn't deserve shit. He's a killer. He's an assassin. He took that young woman's life. He doesn't deserve shit from this world. He going straight to hell. Whitewashing. This is what they go for. Whitewashing. The whitewashing effect. That's what they go for. Whitewashing history.
Pink or whatever that is in front.
Royal purple. And then beige. All right.
Okay.
Are there any indications, you talked about the network, are there any indications that the lady who was shot, I know there are different reports from there, her wife said they were new to the area. Are there any indications she may have been a paid agitator, and maybe that there are others that were brought to the area, considering everything that's going on in Minneapolis?
I wouldn't say that she was paid. I don't have the evidence to say that one way or the other. What I do know is that she was violating the law. And if you just look at the eyewitness accounts,
violated the law, she deserved to die.
The enforcement of the law. She was trying to obstruct a legitimate law enforcement operation. That much is obviously clear. The rest of it, of course, is part of the reason why we investigate this stuff. Yeah.
This is sad, bro.
Yes.
Even
Mr.
beyond
This is
the
sad.
White House
America has turned into a dictatorship, like in a bad dictatorship too. At that, like bad, because American people now is getting hurt, and when no dictatorship is good, all the dictatorships in history are all bad, and now it's happening in the United States of America. Yeah, MAGA, you really fucked up, bro.
voted. Every single one of them have supported the administration's plan. Second of all, as the president, I believe himself has already said, every president, Democrat or Republican, believes the War Powers Act is fundamentally a fake and unconstitutional
No,
law.
that's
It's
not
not going
true.
to change anything about how we conduct foreign policy over the next couple of weeks, the next couple of months, and that'll continue to be how we approach things.
So
Go
what
ahead.
he's saying is, the War Power Act, they can shove it in their ass, because the administration, the dictatorship, Trump is gonna do whatever they want. They have no law. Trump has full immunity. The Supreme Court and the DOJ and the Department of Defense, nobody is stopping Donald Trump and this administration to do whatever they want. This law is not a law. It's just theater. The Epstein file law, what happened to that? 1% release. And there's like 2 million files still to release. And they haven't even touched it. Nobody cares. And that's signed by law by Trump. And nothing. Nobody's talking about it because it's distractions from the Epstein files. More distractions. This event is just plus for them. This is just a plus. We can talk about this all day. All day. We can gaslight you, lie to you, blame the victim, bash the victim, praise the killer, give a Medal of Honor to the killer. We can talk about it 24/7. By the Epstein files? No. So this law is just nothing. It doesn't do shit for this administration. It just, we don't care, buddy. So one more.
That may not come again. Will the United States stand by the citizens of Iran? And if Israel decides to strike again the nuclear sites in Iran, is the U.S. expected to take part?
Well, look, we certainly stand by anybody who's engaged in peaceful protest, anybody who's trying to exert their rights for free association and to have their voices heard. Obviously, the Iranian regime has a lot of problems. And as the President of the United States has said, the smartest thing for them to have done, it was true 2 months ago, it's true today, is for them to actually have a real negotiation with the United States about what we need to see when it comes to their nuclear program. I'll let the President speak to what we're going to do in the future, but we certainly stand with anybody across the world, including the Iranian people who are advocating for their rights. I'll take just a couple.
Iran and the United States is basically the same thing right now. The Iranian dictatorship or regime is literally killing Iranians on the streets because they're protesting. Like, I don't know what they protesting right now, but it's like they are killing their own citizens because they are on the streets. And now the United States is doing the same freaking thing. So he engaged in peaceful protest, and that's good. That's also a lie. Because Renee was just going home, going away, and she lost her life on the streets of America. So it's like we are the same people. We are the same. We are doing all the things that people saw bad, and now people are seeing good. If you get my drift here. So this asshole, look at his fucking face. Look at that shithole. Like this guy will be the president of the United States soon. And it's all because the orange guy is going to die soon. So I will be happy for him, for this guy to be president, because he won't have the same powers of Trump. He won't have it. All right. So hopefully this is one more. Hopefully this is the last.
Message for European leaders. Many in Europe reject the idea that the island could be for sale.
Well, first of all, Secretary Rubio, I believe, is meeting with the leaders of Denmark and Greenland next week, I want to say it is, but maybe it's the week after that. We'll continue to deliver some of these messages in private, some of them in public, but I guess my advice to European leaders and anybody else would be to take the President of the United States seriously. What has he said about Greenland? Set to the side the crazy overreactions that I've seen from the press and from certain people in Europe. What has the President said? Number one, Greenland is really important, not just to America's missile defense, but to the world's missile defense. Number two, we know that there are hostile adversaries that have shown a lot of interest in that particular territory, that particular slice of the world. So what we're asking our European friends to do is to take the security of that landmass more seriously, because if they're not, the United States is going to have to do something about it. What that is, I'll leave that to the President as we continue to engage in diplomacy with our European friends and everybody on this particular.
So basically, we are going to war with China, Russia, and Europe because we want Greenland. Trump wanted Greenland since his first term. Like, literally. Like, he was about to take it. He was about to take it in his first term, but he lost. Like, this is all a continuation of the Trump first term. What we are living right now, we were supposed to live it in 2020 if he would have won the election, but he lost. So now we are going to war for Greenland because everybody wants Greenland. Like, I think is a very important part of the world for what I'm reading. Global warming is real. So like every single year or decades, time passes by, the world is getting warmer and warmer and warmer. So moving north is the way to go because that's the fourth wall of the world. That's like untouchable, unlivable area of the world, but it has a lot of things, like a lot of minerals, oil that everybody wants. Like Russia wants it, China wants it, and now Trump wants it. And it's gonna be a big fight. He's saying it to us that Europe better take Trump seriously, and I think they should take Trump seriously because he's coming, and he's coming with force. He's coming with everything that he got just to take over, and that will prompt Europe to invoke the War Act, the fifth something war act that we had to go to war, and that might happen. World War III is happening under under Donald Trump if he doesn't leave us soon. If he leaves us soon, if he leaves this world soon, nothing will happen. World War III is canceled. But he's doing everything fast because he knows he doesn't have any time left in this world. And he's trying to do as much shit as he can to leave this world a worse world as he leaves. So people want to leave. When they die, they want to leave the world in a better place. Trump wants to die and leave the world in a worse place. Because, dude, Trump is just a senile, demented narcissist, me dictator. So it's coming. It just months. He said in months. It's coming. So with that said, I'm gonna end this video. Subscribe to my channel, like the video, share the video, leave a comment. I continue to do more videos like this, and I will see you on my next video. Peace.